But now what the problem is, if you're mostly breathing in a shallow breath for most of the time, the problem now becomes now in terms of how we are always living in that what you call fight or flight, right? You are just breathing haphazardly, instead of you now switching back the opposite, where you actually have to be in rest and digest. So there's a time for everything. For example, what am I saying? There's no way you want to go and sleep and then you want to be breathing heavy like you want to run. You get where I'm coming from. You actually want to do the opposite. So the problem is now with all these environmental factors, stress from work, maybe stress from a relationship, or you're just not recovering properly from your training. All this, what it does, it impacts your nervous system. Okay, you're not stimulating because you're not stimulating the vagus nerve, right? The more you actually stimulate your vagus nerve, okay, so it runs down there, going all the way. Okay, so the more you stimulate that vagus nerve, it actually helps with switching from that fight or flight to rest and digest, where you actually calm, right? So all these things can be done. Just that switch can be done by just learning how to breathe, just by breathing, sitting down for 3 to 5 minutes. It makes a huge difference, right? You breathe, you inhale, making sure you're intentionally breathing into your belly. You hold that breath even for 3 seconds, then you have the long exhale. Breathe in, breathe out for 3 minutes. Try that for a week before you sleep, or when you just feel like you need to start reading or being in a calm state. You tell me the difference. So this plays a huge part in terms of helping you sleep, in terms of brain fog, in terms of also what you call improving your endurance, because you're mastering how to breathe. You're not shallow breathing anymore. So everything that you usually do in terms of when you're training, your body gets to an adaptation phase. So you adapt, then things become kind of like second nature. So now what happens now is the more you actually do this, or you're in tune with